From the floor of the CME Group, this is Danny Riley on today's cash close. We're going a little early today. We're putting in a new trade computer, so we're going to hit it early. The high of the day in the S&P came in at 2091.5 midday. The low came in at 2076 even early, and last we're 2087.5. We're up one handle on the day. Total volume is better. We have about 1 million minis traded. We still have 2 hours of trade to go, so we're going to see probably one of our bigger volume days in maybe a week and a half or two, I think. I'd have to go back and look. And then 1,500 big S&Ps traded in the pit. Going into the close, MOC, I'm hearing to buy, but you know what? It's too early to really distinguish all that correctly. Tomorrow tomorrow's economic calendar includes the MBA Mortgage Applications, the Empire State Mfg Survey, James Bullard from the Fed speaking, industrial production, the Atlanta Fed business inflation expectations number, the housing market index, EIA Petroleum Status, Stanley Fisher speaks, the Beige Book, and Jeffrey Lackard from the Fed speaks, and a slew of earnings. I mean, we're really seeing a huge amount of earnings coming out now. Now look, the S&P did exactly what it did on Monday. Monday, it rallied up, and it sold off. Today, it went up a little bit. Really, it sold off and then rallied. I believe it was more the exact opposite of what we saw on Monday. But that's really what's at the gist of all this right now. There's just not enough volume / momentum to keep the market going in one direction. Like I said yesterday, the S&P very rarely, if ever, does what everyone wants it to do when they want it to do it. Now, the expiration stats today so far are good. It's an up 18, down 7 of the last 25. And then Wednesday's stats are a little weaker, up 14, down 11 of the last 25. And then Thursday, that's the weakest day of the week. We're up 11, down 14 of the last 25. And then we come back a little bit on Friday. We're up 15, down 10 of the last 25. So net, it's stats are kind of playing out like we thought they would. Yesterday they didn't work. But initially they did, but they just rallied too much too quick and we used up all their buying power. I don't think that's the case today. I think they've got buys from the close. We're seeing a little mid-month rebalancing, a little mid-month buying by the mutual funds. And I think if that's the case, that's what I believe, we'll see some buying on the close. Now, just like the title of the title says, it's been a little bit of an S&P Shake Bake here over the last couple of weeks. And again, I'm going to reiterate, I don't think we're going sharply higher or going sharply lower anytime soon. I think what happens is when you get this low volume thrust, it will run out of energy at some point, and then it will reverse. Then you'll get this thrust back down. It will run out of energy on the downside, then it will run back up. And really, we're just in some type of range. I don't know. What is it? Is it from 2060 now to 2090? I don't know. I mean, it's somewhere in there. But that said, you know what? The volumes are a little better today, and you know what? I still think we're in for a long week. It's going to be a quiet week. I'm going to leave it like that. There's a lot of economic and earnings reports coming out tomorrow. Let's see how this all pans out. We'll see you tomorrow.